At Aurora University, we have a long history of living our mission as an inclusive community dedicated to the transformative power of learning. I love that our mission begins by stating that we're inclusive. This value defines who we are and helps shape every decision we make and how we make those decisions. Our success lies in collaboration and wholehearted commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. By embracing and encouraging diversity in all its forms, we create a campus where unique perspectives and experiences are valued. This environment enables access to novel information and innovative ideas and paves the way for more effective problem solving. In other words, when we bring different perspectives to campus, we learn from one another. And that can happen during a classroom discussion, a student club event, a speaker presentation, or on the playing field. This is why I am dedicated to increasing access to higher education and to preparing students to be leaders who live meaningful lives, are interculturally competent, and civically engaged. As the new president of AU and first Latina president in AU history, I am asking faculty and staff to focus on creative, distinctive opportunities for students, always considering their diverse backgrounds, unique needs, and challenges, and connecting them in a timely fashion to resources that will help them succeed. This means that we need to create opportunities for dialogue centered around the experiences of individuals that may be different from our own. When we are willing to learn about others, it shows we care. When we have empathy, it helps us connect with others more easily and we understand one another better. At AU, demonstrating the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion involves providing access to programs and offices that embrace differences and set all students up for success. We offer students support through the Disability Resource Office, the Pathway Autism Initiative, the Office of Black Student Initiatives, the Office of Latino and Latina Student Initiatives, the Bias Incident Response Team, and the Safe Zone Training Program, and through our Chief Diversity Officer and committees focused on DEI efforts. We also support DEI through our athletics programming. We invite and recruit prospective student athletes with different backgrounds from all over the country, even the world, to become AU Spartans. Our coaches not only focus on winning, but they emphasize service and programming to help improve our communities. Aurora University students, faculty, staff, and coaches thrive on being part of a relationship-intensive institution where we embrace and celebrate diversity by openly sharing our opinions, perspectives, and ideas with each other on campus and through our interactions with those in the community. This is how we empower all students to achieve lasting personal and professional success. Go Spartans!
Hello and welcome to Aurora University's Spartan Athletic Park for today's Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference contest between the visiting Vikings of Lawrence University and your Aurora University Spartans. Before we begin play and meet today's starting lineups, we ask that everyone please rise and kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now here are today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Vikings. Number 1, Iori Yamada. Number 2, Robbie Spielman. Number 5, Cody Brecky. Number 25, Carter Walrath. Number 28, Josh Dooney. Number 29, Brody Herr. Number 44, Zachary Bro. Number 77, Henry Hayes. Number 88, Emmett Eichens. And in goal for the Vikings, number 9, Tyler Graham. And now the starters for your Spartans. The attackman, number 4, Tyler Forstall. Number 43, Rylan Pora. Number 51, Griffin Joas. At midfield, number 20, Austin Spokley. Number 25, Owen Spencer. Number 28, Eli Etzler. On defense, number 15, Benjamin Jasper. Number 19, Zach Klug. Number 32, Noah Kosmicki. And in goal for the Spartans, number 35, Asher Deputy. AU is led by head coach Reed Mayberry.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to part 2 of our doubleheader. It's the Vikings and Spartans men's lacrosse action. And it is Alumni Day here for men's lacrosse. And we'd also like to thank our sponsors to make every broadcast possible. Kaufman GMC.
Aurora University asks that you be loud, be proud, and be positive.
Elite Management Properties and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. Ready to get things going here for game 2. Softball won game 1, 1-0. They trail, looks like 11-5 in the 5th inning. In game 2, this is our second game, and we are underway. Spartans with the opening face-off. Spartans coming in 7-5 overall, perfect in the NAC at 7-0. The Vikings 3-9 overall, 1-6 in conference play. Oh, nice stop that time by Tyler Graham. Tyler Forstall. guy that can put up a lot of numbers awfully quick. You'll hear Owen Spencer, number 25. He's got the ball right now on the far wing, now between the hash marks right down the middle. Drops that one off, and, oh, you could hear it hit the chest protector up here of Tyler Graham. But what a shot that time by Weishettle. We got our first whistle, and that will be Spartan ball. Spencer, Weishettle, move it over to the near side. Rylan Pora. And just like that, right over the top of the cage. Griffin Joas. Here's Pora. And score. Just like that, the Spartans up 1-0. Shot coming from the far hash marks. And Tyler Forstall.
Spartan goal scored by number 4, Tyler Forstall. Assist to number 43, Rylan Pora.
Pora again with the assist.
From Pora for the Spartan goal.
So those two complement each other very, very well. Pora, that's his 22nd assist. Forstall, that's his 20th goal of the season. Spartans with the possession again. That one wide of the near post. A grip and rip by Ben Strub, number 17. That's his sweet spot. He likes the right side. Here's Pora. Finds Strub. Spartans up 1-0. Here's Bucci. Back over to Forstall. He found an opening, and that one deflected by Graham, and that one went straight up in the stratosphere and into the berm just outside Spartan Athletic Park. Right in the middle and score. Griffin Joas with the goal. 2-0 Spartans. Boy, the Spartans are working that middle well after that first goal by Forstall.
Assist to number 6, Chris Bucci.
Chris Bucci will get the assist.
That's Joas from Bucci for the Spartan goal.
Joas, that's his 15th of the season. Here's Forstall. He was looking for number 2. Trying to go top shelf on the near post. Graham was ready for it. 2-0. 12:26 left here in the first. Spartans looking for their 8th win of the season and 8th win in conference play. Spencer scores. Owen Spencer with the goal. And it's quickly 3-0 Spartans.
Goal scored by number 25, Owen Spencer.
That one might be unassisted.
That's Spencer.
It is.
Spartan goal.
So quickly 3-0. Sorry, I mentioned the Spartans perfect in conference play. And they're going to go to Lake Forest on Wednesday, at Marion Saturday the 19th, at Benedictine on the 23rd. So, no, they'll be here, Wednesday against Lake Forest. And the last 2 regular seasons will be on the road. That one over the top of the cage by Spencer. Then the NAC tournament, 26th, 30th, and the 3rd of May for the championship. Quickly 3-0 here. The women's team got off to a really quick start against Lawrence. There's a shot, and Graham, what a stop. Again, you could hear Graham way outside the protection of the crease. That one on the ground. He's trying to get it back into the crease where he can't be touched. Well, he's out in no man's land right there. Zachary Bro loses it, and the Spartans will pick it up on the turnover. Third turnover. Here's Pora. Went right then left. Pora on the near post. Lost his defender. Tried to go short side. Like just as Strub let that one go, looked like it may have hit the stick of Zachary Bro. Spartans will have it with 54 on the shot clock. Here's Forstall. Well, they're going to give him a lot of room. He's going to take that shot. Just like that on the short side, he put it right between two defenders. Graham able to get the stop for the Vikings. Sean Fry will be taken over. For me sometime during this broadcast, as we're going to switch over to men's volleyball. Sean will carry you through the remainder of the contest when his softball game is over. Chris Bucci. Now Forstall. Waiting for Owen Spencer to get out there. Now he's out on the far wing. That one, looked like they wanted the goal that time. Didn't get the call. Joas and Pora wanted it. Now Lawrence. Appleton, Wisconsin. They call home. This one on the turf. Brody Herr sounded like they were trying to get a timeout on their sideline. That didn't happen. Oh, huge hack job that time by Zach Klug. You could hear it. Knocked it out of the wickets. Here's Pora. Let's see if the Spartans can make it 4-0 with 9:15 left here in the first. Bucci, number 6, on the near wing. Carson Leader gets it back to Bucci. Right at the near hash mark. Goes between a couple defenders. Boy, what a possession that time by Forstall.
Spartan goal scored by number 4, Tyler Forstall.
That's his second today. Boy, he made a couple big moves to get open. He drew a double, then a triple team, and then found an opening and made it 4-0. A junior from St. Louis, Missouri.
Timeout, Vikings.
And the Vikings will take a timeout. We'll step aside. 8:42 left here in the first. 4-0 Spartans.
Everything's clean, everything's modern. You know how to get around, you know where these buildings are. I went in blind, I didn't have a visit or anything like that. So when I came here, I was like, this is the spot for me. It just felt like home.
I thought it was really beautiful out here. Yeah, there's a lot more green than back home.
Florida is just hot 24/7. So moving to a place that has seasons was kind of fun for me.
AU does a really great job, especially coming here your first weekend as a freshman. You get to meet so many people.
Living on campus kind of gave me that opportunity to meet people and be around people all the time.
I think I just liked having all that energy around me.
I think my advice for out-of-state students coming to AU is to get involved from the beginning because it makes the transition a lot easier when you know people.
get involved in an organization or just go to the on-campus events. Some of those times are really what makes your experience.
Being so close to such a big city, I take the train all the time to Chicago with my friends.
AU is so special and great. We have people that want you to succeed even after college.
Zadroga made the timeout for Lawrence. Marquette class of 2019, first season at the helm of the Vikings. Spartans will come out with the face-off win. Austin Spokley will now leave. Travis Weishattle. Here's Forstall. Granges, number 23. Weishattle. Back over to Cranges. He's going to move it over to Spencer. That's his sweet spot. He'll shoot from there. Oh, Cranges. Bit by the turf gremlin. Back to his feet. Here's Forstall. Not afraid to shoot it from there. Here's Cranges again. They'll move it back over to Spencer. .14 on the shot clock. In and out of the wickets. Weishattle. 5 seconds. And this may be a shot clock violation. It's going to be. First one by either team. Vikings down 4-0, 7 minutes left here in the first. Oh, big hit. Delivered by Dean Romaker. Got to keep your head up. Romaker. That's a steamroller right there. That got the fans up and going. Spartans moving in close, and there it is. Nice play, and the goal by Bucci. Bucci right down the middle. 5-0.
Scored by number 6, Chris Bucci. Assist to number 51, Griffin Joas.
Joas, a goal and an assist.
Bucci from Joas for the Spartan goal.
6:34 left here in the first. All Spartans so far, 5-0. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Women's team remaining perfect in the conference. Men's team looking to do the same thing right here. Another clean draw by Spokley. Oh, he tried to go the distance that time. Or make that Eli Etzler. Got the face-off, took it down, took a shot. Spartans retain the possession. Here's Strub. He likes to shoot from there. He's going to cross this one over to Pora. Back down low. Forstall. He tried to go short side. Long pass. Strub. Score. Ben Strub with his first goal. 6-0 Spartans.
Scored by number 17, Ben Strub. Assist to number 43, Rylan Pora.
Pora with another assist. That's his second of the day. Another win by Etzler. Forstall with it, already with 2 goals. Here's Pora. Drops it down low, tried to go to the far post. That was Bolton. There's Spencer, moves it in. Pora here on the near wing. Granges, back over to Spencer. That's a sweet spot. A jump shot that time. That one hit the leg of Zachary Bro. Quick up this time to Finn Anderson. Anderson drops it down, and the Vikings score. Quick transition. And make it 6-1 Spartans. I believe that was Robbie Spielman with the goal.
Vikings goal scored by number 88, Emmett Eijens.
That was way off on that one.
Assist
Emmett
number 13, Ken
Eijens.
Anderson. That's Eijens from Anderson for the Vikings goal.
Anderson will get the assist on the Eijens goal. 6-1 Spartans. Make it 7-1. Owen Smith. Spartans react quickly and respond to the Viking goal.
Owen Smith. Assist to number 6, Chris Bucci.
Bucci already with 3 points, 2 assists and a goal.
Spartan goal.
7-1. Update for softball, 11-6 in the top of the 6th. CUW looking to split a doubleheader with the Spartans. Here it's all Spartans, 7-1. Strub will slow it down to leader, back to Strub. Spartans closing that perimeter down, tried to get this one in close. Well, you talk about a real sharp angle. Bucci was looking for his second goal. Spartans retain the possession. Forstall. Oh, looking for Strub. He was streaking in from the far wing. Strub following the check that time. Carson Walroth. Boy, how about that defense by Zach Klug? Causing the turnover, the long stick midfielder. He'll go off. His job is done. Oh, Pora trying to go top shelf. Look out, police out in the parking lot. That one skipped over both of the squads. Here's Spencer. Spencer will get it again. And a nice stop by Tyler Graham. Boy, just couldn't reel that one in was Camden Waters. The Vikings still with it. Down by 6 with 2:28 left here in the first. 7-1 Spartans. Quick first move by her. Lone goal. Emmett Eijens. A good defense there by Spencer, and I believe that's going to be another turnover. It is. That's going to be number 8 on Lawrence. Forstall, number 4, already with 2 goals today. Just roll this one over to Leader. Now finds Strub. Strub over to Forstall, looking for the hat trick. Oh, he tried it and pulls a quick double team. And the Vikings will come up with it. And the Spartans now with it. Now Forstall. Now the Vikings down on the turf. Now Aurora comes up with it. Joas. And the Spartans. Here's Leader. That one wide of the far post. Trying to drop that one low to Bucci. Here's Forstall. Oh, a little riser that time. Right over the head of Graham.
One minute remaining in the first quarter. 1 minute remaining.
60 seconds left here in the first. 7-1 Aurora. Drop this one down low. A lot of contact. Joas was looking for his second goal of the day and his 3rd point. Boy, another long pass this time, and tell you I was just about to say the Vikings were playing with fire right there, and they'll turn it over, and the Spartans will have, if they choose, the final possession of the first. Pora. Oh, he tried to go top shelf. Graham still looking for it. Oh, that one hit the post. And score just like that. Chris Bucci with his second. Give the assist to Joas. That's his second assist.
Spartan goal scored by number 6, Chris Bucci.
Bucci already with 4 points. Joas with 3. 8-1 with 11.4 seconds left here in the first. It looks like the Spartans are going to split with the Falcons in softball. Here's Pora. Spartans not wasting any time. And I say not wasting any time, Joas with his second goal. On the Spartans, bang, bang, it's 9-1.
Spartan goal scored by number 51, Griffin Joas. Assist to number 43, Rylan Pora.
Pora, he's got the reverse hat trick with 3 assists.
Spartan goal.
That's nothing new for Pora. He is an assist machine. Came in with 21. Now up to 24 on the season. Can the Spartans score? Nope. But they made an attempt at it at the end of one. It's 9-1 Spartans. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action right here in athletics.aurora.edu. All right, the opening face-off here for the second. 9-1 is your score. Spartans now going left to right on your screen. Thank you for tuning in today on athletics.aurora.edu. Women's lacrosse team taking care of business in their game. Here the men doing the same thing, 9-1. There's Spencer. Tried to go opposite post down low on Tyler Graham. Graham, freshman out of Mendon, Massachusetts. So they've got kids from all over the country. I like to do this every so often. Actually, Yamada out of Tokyo, Japan. Got Wisconsin, Washington, Colorado, New York, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, Rhode Island, Ontario, Canada, Colorado, Calgary, Alberta, New Orleans, St. Paul, Minnesota. So talent from all over the world on this new team. First year program, first year in the NAC. Turnover for the Vikings. Now with 10. Just like in women's action, the men's defense is very smothering, and they will take advantage of a lot of your mistakes. That's Pora on the far side. Here's Ryland, going to move in, drops this one off, looking for Forrestal. That's Bucci. Bucci looking for the hat trick already. 45 on the shot clock. Here's Strub. Leader at the point. He's not afraid to take that. There's Strub. Leader, grip and rip and score. Carson Leader. That's his first goal. Spartans now in double digits at 10-1.
Spartan goal scored by number 3, Carson Leader. Assist to number 17, Ben Strub.
Ben Strub, he's got a goal and an assist.
For the Spartan goal.
10-1, 13:08 left here in the first half. At halftime, they'll be honoring the Spartan men's hockey team this year. 24-5-1. Went to the Elite Eight. As Hobart won another championship as they defeated Utica in the championship game. SUNY Geneseo, Curry, Hobart, and Utica were the Frozen Four. Nice stop that time by Graham. A lot of All-Americans. Jacob Musatelli, defenseman Giuliano Santalucia, forward Hassan Ackel, and forward Landry Schmuck. Spartan ball, 12:15 left. Here in the second, 10-1. Spartans already with 32 shots to 2. Shots on goal, 19-2 in favor of the Spartans. Here's Spencer. He went left between the hash marks. This one partially deflected, but sitting back there nicely waiting for it was Owen Meyer. Here's Forstall. Quick shot that time by Bolton. Spartans will have it with 35 on the shot clock. Oh, you do not want to give Ryland Pora that much room. He tried to squeak that one into Spencer. Oh, nice reverse pass that time behind the back by Forstall. Wide shadow moved it in. Here's Forstall. He's looking for a hat trick. A nice pickup that time by Cooper Wessel. And I don't think that should have been a shot clock violation, but they're going to give it. It looks like that was touched by a Viking player, and then the Spartans picked it up, which should have been a reset. 10-1, 9-goal lead here early on by the Spartans. Goring that time had to make the pass. And this one popped up right behind the goal. Who are they going to give it to? I believe it's going to be Lawrence. Lawrence will have it. Boy, fight for it down on the turf. That one loose, and I believe the Spartans will pick it up, and they will. Asher Deputy. Quick up this time to Scotty Weiss. Forstall waiting for reinforcement. Caden Bunes that time back out there. Chris Bucci, Ben Strub. Here's Bucci. Leader. Good perimeter passing set up by the Spartans. Graham will get the... Oh, they're going to say that it's going to be Spartan ball. Something happened in the exchange to Tyler Graham. The Spartans will get a second chance. 9 minutes left till halftime. Here's Strub. Back out front. Graham trying to find that one on the shot by Bucci. And Bucci, second try. It counts. It's good. He's got the hat trick. Already 5 points for Chris Bucci.
Spartan goal scored by number 6, Chris Bucci. Assist to number 17, Ben Strub.
Strub 3 points, 2 assists and a goal.
Strub for the Spartan goal.
11-1, 8:45 left. Another face-off win for Eli Etzler. Etzler, the junior out of Frederick, Maryland. And just like that, it's 12-1.
Spartan goal scored by number 43, Rylan Pora.
That's his first goal with 3 assists.
That's Pora with the Spartan goal.
That one unassisted. And it's 12-1, 8:30 left until halftime. Who's going to come up with this one? Still down on the turf. And Etzler will pick it up again. Nice move right up the middle. Here's Spokley. Finds Pora. Right out in the open. Bang, bang, score. Owen Meyer with the goal in transition.
Spartan goal scored by number 55, Owen Meyer. Assist to number 51, Griffin Jois.
Joe is having a great day. He's got 5 points, 3 assists, and 2 goals, and it's 13-1. .63 degrees here, and a cloud in the sky. Beautiful day here on the 12th of April. A week away from Easter. Weishuttle back over to Spencer. Weishuttle at the point. Trying to get this one down low. You can see the Spartans trying to work that in. Joas. Weishuttle. Spencer picks it up. 30 on the shot clock, 7:13 on the game clock. That one high, right over the top of the crossbar. Spencer will pick this one up after the short side attempt by Joas. Another turnaround shot quickly by Bolton. That one wide of the near post. And a shot clock violation. And the Vikings will have it. Quick move there by Zachary Bro. Gets it up to Connor Badger. Turnover by the Vikings. Number 14 for the Vikings. Only 6 for the Spartans so far. 13-1 is your score. 6:10 left until halftime. Strubb trying to get to it, and I believe the Spartans will retain the possession. Picked up by Griffin Joas. He's got 5 points already, 3 assists and 2 goals. Here's Strubb. A good stick that time by Henry Hayes. 36 on the shot clock for the Spartans. Leader out at the point. Here's Strubb, back to Leader. Moves it inside, shoot, and score, Chris Bucci. He's got 4 goals already today. He's got 5 points also. Oh, excuse me, 6 points, 4 goals, and 2 assists. And Pora with yet another assist. He's got 5 points. 5:24 left until halftime. Now a 13-goal lead by Aurora at 14-1. 42 shots for the Spartans to 2 for the Vikings. 25 shots on goal recorded for Aurora and 2 for the Vikings. 24-7 ground balls in favor of the Spartans. No penalties each way. 14-6 turnovers in favor of Lawrence University. Chris Bucci, 4 goals. Joas with 2. Forstall with 2. Men's lacrosse recruits out here today. It's Alumni Day. Nice carry this time by Forstall. They'll move it back toward the near side. Spencer wide open, shoots and scores. You cannot give him that much room. That's his second goal, team's 15th.
Spartan goal, scored by number 25, Owen Spencer. Assist to number 43, Rylan Pora.
Pora with another assist. He's got 5 assists and a goal already. Pora came in with 21 assists. Now with 26 as he's approaching 30 at a rapid pace. But that's something that he does. He will assist. Well, Devin Cooper not happy with that call by the officials, and the Spartans will have the possession. You can see some frustration building up for Lawrence with 4:15 left until halftime. Here's Strub, works between the hash marks. Well, that one hit the side of the net. Thought maybe that one went in. Graham way outside the box. Spartans ready. There's Forstall. He's one shot away. Oh, that one hit, I think, a helmet. Whose helmet? That was Finn Anderson on the shot by Carson Leader. Here's Ben Strub. He'll move it between the hash marks. Picks up a quick double team. This one out front and score. Chris Bucci, yet another goal.
Goal scored by number 6, Chris Bucci. Assist to number 55, Owen Meyer.
Meyer picks up his second point.
From Meyer for the Spartan goal.
5 goals for Chris Bucci here in the first. Came in with 18. Now up to 23. He is having a huge day. Well, the Falcons split with the Spartans, winning game 2 13-8. Game 1 was 1-0 Spartans. Then it was an offensive onslaught by both teams in the second. So they split. Here, Lacrosse looking for a clean sweep of Lawrence. Graham deflects that one. Really nice pickup that time by Foman. Iman Tegenfeld Foman. Long pass this time. And whoa. If it wasn't for Benjamin Jasper, that one was in. Spartans in transition. Here's Pora. He tried to go near post for him, far side for us. .222 left till halftime. That one off the leg of Foman. Picked up by Meyer. Let's see if Meyer, he's not afraid to shoot. He's going to find Pora, and Pora, he just withdrew. Again, another example of why he has so many assists. He could have taken that shot, but he gave it up for a much better shot. Oh, Graham in a lot of trouble. You come outside that crease, you're fair game. Here's go ring. Vikings down by 15. 1:40 left until halftime. All Spartans 16-1 here in the first half. Now before we go to the break, we will thank our sponsors one last time before we head off to break. Vikings trying to pick this up. Not able to do so. Long outlet pass. Strub, midfield, trying to come up with it. Now Spencer does. 60 seconds left.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute remaining.
Wide open. Pora. That's only his second goal with 5 assists. He's got 7 points already here in the first half. Up to 34 on the season already, 17-1.
Scored by number 43, Rylan Pora. That's Pora.
That's going to be unassisted.
Goal.
.3 seconds left. Good face-off win. Tanner Spokley. And I think the Spartans will be content. As I say this, they go to move in. That one, rise shot by Owen Meyer, looking for his second goal. And another shot by Meyer. Who's going to get the ball? I believe they're going to give that one to Lawrence with 27 seconds left. Tegenfeld-Foman, number 3, was able to get that ball out. Now the Vikings looking for their second tally. They're going to have to do it quick with 6 seconds. Boy, Jasper would just not give up on defense, and that's going to be it. The Vikings don't even get a shot off. 17-1 at halftime. 52 shots for the Spartans in the first half to only 2 for the Vikings. 30 shots on goal and 2 for the Vikings. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making everything possible. Kaufman GMC, Elite Management Properties, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers of Oswego. We'd like to thank them for everything that they do. We are at halftime. It is 17-1, all Spartans here on Alumni Day. We're going to take a break. We come back. Second half action live here from Spartan Athletic Park.
Hello, my name is Keith Wise, and I'm excited to serve our athletic department as the Athletics Diversity Inclusion Designee. I've also worked at Aurora University for 5 years as the director of the Office of Black Student Initiatives. In my role as director, I help the campus engage in building community, experiencing culture, exploring resources that will support students' journey to graduate and become invested alumni. In my new role, I hope to help celebrate the unique identities of each of our student athletes and how that helps to form competitive teams, telling the story of how we are creating inclusive environments for student athletes and how value and belonging creates a strong team culture. The variety of my experiences and identity as an advocate of diversity, inclusion, equity, and belonging have helped me understand that leveling the playing field for everyone is essential in creating inclusive communities.
Everything's clean, everything's modern, you know how to get around, you know where these buildings are. I went in blind, I didn't have a visit or anything like that, so when I came here I was like, this is the spot for me, it just felt like home.
I thought it was really beautiful out here. Yeah, there's a lot more green than back home.
Florida is just hot 24/7, so moving to a place that has seasons was kind of fun for me.
AU does a really great job, especially coming here your first weekend as a freshman. You get to meet so many people.
Living on campus kind of gave me that opportunity to meet people and be around people all the time.
I think I just liked having all that energy around me.
I think my advice for out-of-state students coming to AU is to get involved from the beginning because it makes the transition a lot easier when you know people.
Get involved in an organization or just go to the on-campus events. Some of those times are really what makes your experience.
Being so close to such a big city, I take the train all the time to Chicago with my friends.
AU is so special and great. We have people that want you to succeed even after college.
All right, start of the second here. Spartans will have the opening faceoff. Looks like Sean Fry's on his way up here after navigating his way through the masses from the softball field after split doubleheader. Spartans with a big lead, 17-1 here in the start of the second half. Unlike women's lacrosse where the 10-goal differential, men's you can play through it, but the coaches can't agree at halftime if they want to have a running clock. Zach Fusey in the goal. Graham with a nice stop for the Vikings. Well, you can hear the clanging and banging down low. Vikings, again, first-year program. They will definitely have their struggles, but this will be it's a young team, and this is a team that in years to come will compete in a very strong conference of the NAC. Fusey. Spartans waiting for the right personnel to get on the field. Whew, that's going to be a penalty right in the face of Cranges. That's going to be the first one, and it's going to go to the Vikings. That's going to be contact to the head, and the Spartans will go on the man up as soon as the Vikings can touch up. 17-1, 13-10 left here in the third. Well, the Spartans right now, they are making everything work, and I believe that one went over the goal line. Are they going to call it? They're going to – whoa. That was a late call. And it looks like they're going to wave it off. And the extra man for the Spartans, first one of the day.
Hello, friends. I'm Sean Fry. I'm going to tag in here for the rest of this one for Bill Downing, who brought us this far. And I'm going to have a tough act to follow with all the goals that Bill brought for the Aurora fans here today. Glad you're with us. Happy Saturday. Aurora man up, by the way, in case you're just tuning in. If that's the case, then you literally found the moment between where I jumped into the chair and Bill left it. Men's volleyball is where Bill's headed next. NAC championship match coming up tonight between AU and MSOE. It's been a good day here at Lacrosse so far, with the women's lacrosse team defeating Lawrence 24-1. It's 17-1 here. So to put it mildly, a bit on the lopsided side over here. And over at softball earlier today, you could not have had two more different games. 1-0 was game one. 3-hit shutout for Aurora. Teams combined for 8 hits. Game 2, they combined for 36. It was 13-8. So Aurora won the first game 1-0. Concordia, Wisconsin won the second game. Lawrence with it, by the way, folks. Down behind the net is Iori Yamada. Trying to fight his way to the net. Aurora's not going to allow that very easily, and he slings a shot well wide of the net. Alumni Day for the men's lacrosse team. It was senior day for the women's team earlier. Pass a little bit too tall. And Aurora will have possession. Even strength. Chris Bucci has 5 goals, couple of assists today to lead Aurora. Right now, Emmett Eichen's the only tally for the Vikings. Got a whistle, and Lawrence will take back possession. Heave down the field for Eamon Teagan Felt-Foman. Now I believe it's Camden Waters trying to get to the net. I stand corrected. It's actually Brody Herr. It's dispossessed. Aurora's all over him. Several whacks there from Noah Kosmicki. Somehow, Herr has managed to maintain possession. Shot clock is halfway through as it's bounced over to Yamada. It's kept outside the football hash marks and tosses it behind the net for Eichens. Turns and fires, just wide of Spartan netminder Zach Fusey. Still Vikings possession, 25 seconds remaining on the shot clock, 9:49 to play in the third. I would venture to say that the result not in a ton of doubt at this point, but still 25 minutes of lacrosse left. So we'll see what happens. It's worked around the perimeter. Here's Eichens. Not a lot there. 8 to shoot, long distance shot. That's well over the net. And another lockdown defensive possession for Aurora here. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Lawrence will just toss it away. Make Aurora travel a distance. A strategy there. Aurora perfect on clear so far. 9 for 9. And counting as Luke Smith finds his way downfield. Owen Meyer with possession on the far side, and now Connor Stockton. Luke Smith looking for some assistance. A pass caught a stick in front, ends up in the cross of Zachary Bro, who now comes down the far side. Being followed by Michael Hudick. Judah Goring out on the near side for the Vikings. He's practically wearing Hunter Walls right now, and now is forced to dish it away. No scoring here in this third quarter so far as we approach the midway point. Eichens gets taken down. There's a penalty coming up. And finally, Aurora will take possession, and man-up chance coming up for Lawrence. Looks like it's Smith jogging off. I stand corrected. Not at all, in fact. But we'll have a timeout first. 7:44 to play in the third. 17-1, the Aurora advantage. Aurora University men's lacrosse. Out of the timeout here, it'll be a man-up opportunity for Lawrence as Noah Kosmicki on a knee for 30 seconds for pushing. So it's a brief man-up, but a man-up nonetheless for the Vikings midway through this third quarter. And you might be wondering to yourself, it's a 16-goal game. Is the timeout necessary? And, of course, the response is these are all meaningful possessions, especially for a young Lawrence team. And as Bill Downing alluded to, when he says young, he's not joking. There's one junior on this roster and 3 sophomores. Everyone else is a freshman. Aurora heads the other way, and a shot from point-blank range and a nice stop by Tyler Graham. The Vikings go the other way. So, point being that you have an opportunity for a learning situation. You take the timeout. Doesn't matter how far you're behind. Aurora netminder. Fusey broke up a promising opportunity for the Vikings, and the Spartans go the other way. Turning the corner, Luke DuPont tries to get to the net. And a stop made again by Graham, who's been busy. That's stop number 17. Vikings with possession, 6 to play in the third. Tegenfeldt-Foman, 20 yards from the goal. Another long possession. The Aurora defense has been relentless. Shot from Yamada is snuffed out by Fusey, and then trying to advance upfield. Aurora fails to clear for the first time. And Bro will bring it back in for the visitors. Five and change left here in the third. In front, hops away from her. That will be Lawrence ball. It would appear that Aurora will maintain the conference lead 8-0. Just a handful of conference games left, 3 to be exact. Lake Forest at home on Wednesday night and a couple on the road. And then the NAC tournament. Aurora with possession, under 4 minutes to play. In front, wide open, Smith. Make that Meyer scores. And that's his second of the game.
Spartan goal scored by number 50. 55, Owen Meyer. Assist to number 2, Connor Stockton. That's Meyer from Stockton for the Spartan goal.
Aurora with possession after the face-off win. And another area of strength for Aurora. They're 21 of 22. 18-1 Spartans, 3:05 left in the third. And another one. It's Connor Stockton who cashes in for Aurora to make it 19-1. And that's his first of the day.
That's Stockton with the Spartan goal.
We're in the final three of the third. Another face-off win for Aurora. And Stockton fresh off the goal. Centers, that's Owen Smith, he scores. Second of the day for Smith. And sixth of the year. So Aurora to 20. Second time this season. Of course, the first time was only a couple of weeks ago against Beloit, a 24-2 rout. Face-off up for grabs. Aurora has it. And it's DuPont with it. He'll give it up. Aurora gets Eli Pangborn into the play. Weishattle with it near side. He'll pass it away. 2 minutes left in the third. Weishattle thought about it, now drives the net, scores. First of the day for Weishattle. Fifth of the year. 21-1 Aurora. Aurora uses the boot that time to secure the face-off win. Now 24 of 25. Quickly here. And Zach Manuel, the long stick midfielder, trying to get in on the scoring. Turned away by Graham, and here goes Cody Brecky the other way. But his shot attempt denied by Fusey, who fires it 60 yards downfield. DuPont goes the other way on the odd man rush. He centers in. The one-time attempt from Meyer went wide. DuPont stays with it. $1:12 left in the third. And it's Stockton. Just got his first. Wants his second. He has it. 22-1. And 1:01 left in the third. Well, shots are an incredible 66-8, 40-5 on goal. It was 52-2 at halftime for whatever it's worth. Tough spot. A very young Lawrence team that, to its credit, has competed on a lot of nights this season. This is a very good Aurora team. They've been very good for a few years now. And one thing that Reed Mayberry's teams do not do is take opponents lightly. The record doesn't matter. Final minute, Aurora wants one more here before the quarter break. Henry Leff moving to his right, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Swings it away to Caden Boones out on the far side. Now Charlie Kirkland. He fires off the post. I'll roll over to the sideline. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Aurora brings it back in. They won't get a shot off. We'll go to the fourth. 22-1, Aurora in front. 15 minutes on the win. It's Aurora University men's lacrosse. Aurora left to right here in the fourth quarter as we're underway. Spartans wearing white. Lawrence in navy. Vikings going right to left. It's 22-1 Spartans. Well, AU, another face-off win. Now 26 of 27. That's why they have possession here. Shot wide of the net. So if Aurora finishes this off, I'll move to 8-5, including a perfect 8-0 in conference play. Very difficult non-conference slate for the Spartans. Stockton gives it up left side to Hudick. Off a stick and wide. A minute elapsed here in the fourth. In front. And Meyer spikes a shot wide. Aurora will maintain possession. They'll have 11 to shoot. Should have time for one more quality look.
Now in net for the Spartans, number 18, Carter Wasan.
Carter Wasson into the game. And goal for Aurora. And as I say that, the Spartans cash in with number 23 tonight as a penalty flag comes in. We'll straighten all that out. Our broadcast is presented in part today by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland, by Elite Management Properties, offering extensive student housing options around the Aurora University campus, by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Game days are better with Cane's. Had some of that at the Sparty Party earlier today. It was delicious. Owen Meyer scores. That is his third of the day. As an assist for a 4-point day, Griffin Jost 2 goals, 3 assists. Rylan Pura 2 goals, 5 assists. Connor Stockton 2 and 2. And now it's Tanner Spokley scoring immediately after the preceding goal.
Scored by number 2, Connor Stockton.
And I stand corrected, it's Connor Stockton with the goal. So Stockton piling them up now. That's his third. I was on the power play after Lawrence penalty on Zachary Bro for unsportsmanlike conduct. It's 24-1. We're a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. This matches the season high in scoring for AU. Been a while since the Vikings last won a face-off. They do so here. Just the second time, and we'll get to run a little offense. Well, Lawrence hasn't really threatened on this possession at all yet. Still haven't gotten a shot off. Trying to fight in front. A shot bounced in on Wasson off the heel of his stick there, for lack of a better way of putting it, right under the netting and bounced away. Loose in front. It's in the air. Aurora will have it. 12:05 left. All Spartans. Aurora will get some changes here, and now they'll start it back up. Meyer behind the net. Funneled a pass right in front to Stockton. Wasn't able to stay with it. And then Lawrence scooped up the ground ball and ran out of bounds. Ball's loose. Aurora corrals it. That was Weishattle. Timeout Aurora, 11:21 left in the fourth. It's 24-1, all AU here at Spartan Stadium. Yeah, 11:21 left. Aurora takes timeout, up 24-1. We'll get set up here, and we'll wind down the rest of the clock. Halftime, we honored a few members of the AU men's hockey team. Just had an historic season, best in the history of their program. Won the NCHA Peters Cup for the first time ever. School record of 24 wins. Long shot here. That is Eli Pangborn who finds the back of the net for Aurora. And it's 25-1. Pangborn's first of the day. Third of the season.
Scored by number 34, Eli Pangborn.
Aurora led
Number 55,
the nation.
Owen Meyer.
392 points and 251 assists. They were second with 141 goals. Goalie Jacob Musatelli, defenseman Giuliano Santa Lucia, and forwards Hassan Ackel and Landry Schmuck were all named All-Americans. And AU, in their first trip to the NCAA Division III tournament, reached the Elite Eight after defeating Wisconsin Eau Claire. So a great season, and happy to honor them here at halftime. And, of course, it's Alumni Day. I mentioned that already for Aurora. And Senior Day prior to that for women's lacrosse. A lot of fun over here at Spartan Athletic Park today. Aurora, errant pass here will give it back to Lawrence. Or not. Aurora's going to get it back after a push called on the Vikings. $10:15 to play. Charlie Kirkland. He gets in on the scoring with his first of the day. Fourth of the year. 26-1, Aurora.
That's Kirkland with the Spartan goal.
Well, we at least have to mention the program record for single game goals. It is likely not attainable here tonight. It's 39. I don't know that there's 14 more goals out there in 9:49. That one's probably safe. But worth noting, Aurora closing in on its season high. Last time they got to 30 was against Beloit last season. 9.5 left. Fourth faceoff win for Lawrence moments ago, and they have possession. Goring trying to get to the net. Save made Wasson. In tight. AU the other way. Another successful clear. And I stand corrected. I thought Aurora had failed to clear a little earlier, but indeed they are flawless. 16 of 16. Wasn't a clear the last time as of the possession change. So Aurora back into their offense here with 8.5 left. Results earlier today in NAC play. CUW a rout at home against Beloit 22-5. MSOE held on to defeat Edgewood 6-4. All Benedictine and Lyle 22-0 over Marion. Dubuque picked up an 11-7 win over Lake Forest. So you're getting to, well, with 3 NAC games left and Aurora with a 2-game advantage, the magic number is dwindling here with Lake Forest the only team left that Aurora hasn't defeated that is in at 2 losses. So Aurora could wrap it up on Wednesday night, potentially the number 1 seed. And as the penalty comes in, Connor Stockton will add one more. It's 27-1.
Spartan goal scored by number 2, Connor Stockton. That's Stockton with the Spartan goal.
Of course, Lake Forest will have something to say about that. Aurora's next opponent here on Wednesday night, but that would, if Aurora could get the win, they would ensure a share of the NAC title at least, and I don't know if it would officially sew up the number 1 seed, but it would at least put them on the cusp of that. Already beaten Illinois Tech, MSOE.
Vikings penalties on number 44, Zachary Bro.
And Dubuque, all rather comfortably.
Resulting in a man up for the Spartans.
There's a slashing call on Zachary Bro, who's been in the penalty area a few times. So Aurora man up. They have a minute wide open in front, 1-on-1. That is immediately finished by Owen Meyer. His 4th today, 6 points. It's 28-1, just under 7 minutes left.
That's Meyer from DuPont for the Spartan goal.
Aurora will claim this face-off. Kick saved by Connor Stockton that time on the hot pass. It's out of bounds. Aurora will have it. Mishandled pass. Lawrence will take control. That's Cooper Wessel. Scores.
Number 17, Cooper Wessel. That's Wessel with the unassisted goal for the
Unassisted. And that is his first career goal. Freshman from Providence, Rhode Island. (28-2) now as they draw in with 6:29 to play. Here's Finn Anderson. And there was a contact with the helmet there, so Zach Manuel about to go off. Delayed penalty here for Aurora as Lawrence brings it in. Peter Kelly behind the net. Unable to get in front. 45 seconds left on the shot clock. Yamada looking. Unable to get past Carson Beach. And then a shot goes wide. Another penalty is incoming. Two-man advantage coming up for Lawrence with 5:33 left. Well, it's Manuel and I think Connor Parrish is going to join him. No. Yes. Parrish was thinking for a moment it might not be him. It is him. Valuable possessions for Lawrence as Robbie Spielman assists the referee, tosses him the laundry there, and will take his place behind the net. He'll try to be helpful out there to the officials. Hamden Waters has it up top. A lot of room to operate, and the pass handcuffed Ishins. It's loose. Manuel got a minute.
Second penalty is on Spartans number 49, Connor Parrish. 1 minute from
Parrish also got a minute. And Aurora now has possession, can run off most of the final 30 seconds of this. In fact, Owen Myers just standing out near the football 40-yard line with it at the moment. Is not getting a lot of pressure, even though there's 4 Aurora players in the attacking half right now. And, well, we'll just say there's more Navy out there at the moment. Aurora just trying to run off a little more time. And they do that. We're back to even strength. Final 4.5 minutes. Ball's on the turf. DuPont picks it up. Now Weishattle with it on the wing. Long shot. Dylan Crangis scores. Third of the year for him.
Spartan goal scored by number 23, Dylan Crangis.
29-2 Aurora, 4:03 left.
That's Crangis from Painborn for the Spartan goal. Now in goal for the Vikings, number 52, D. Smith.
D. Smith in goal for the Vikings, first-year program. Required only game number 4 to get into the win column for the first time. They defeated Northland back on March 9th. Got their first winning streak immediately thereafter as they played Northland 6 days later and beat them again. Most recently, a 10-goal win over Beloit. About to fall for the 5th straight game. 3:15 left. Ball on the turf. Or a player on the turf. Spartans will have it. Aurora will bring it back down into the attacking third with 3:05 left. As Henry Leff. Is that a shot wide? He actually hit the leg of Luke DuPont as it was appearing to be heading out of bounds. It stays in instead. And that could not have felt very good. Aurora still with it. Pangborn, stand corrected, Kirkland thought about it. Left let it go and bounced a shot wide. Aurora will have 27 seconds to work with. Final few possessions here is 2:17 left. Can Aurora get to 30 for the first time this year? They sure can. It's Henry Leff who scores. His second of the year. So let's recap it. We'll go in numerical order, as that'll just be a little easier at this point. Connor Stockton, 4 goals, 2 assists. Carson Leader with a goal. Tyler Forstall, a couple of goals. Chris Bucci, 5 goals, 3 assists. Ben Strubbett, a goal and 2 assists. Dylan Cranges, Charlie Kirkland with a goal each. Owen Spencer and Owen Smith, 2 goals apiece. Henry Leff just got into the goal column. Eli Pangborn has a goal and an assist. Rylan Pora, 2 goals, 5 assists. Travis Weishattle with a goal. Griffin Jost, 2 goals, 3 assists. Owen Meyer, 4 goals, a couple of assists. And Luke DuPont has a couple of assists. Carter Wasson, 3 saves, 1 goal allowed. Asher Deputy, a save and a goal allowed. And Zach Fusey with 3 goals. He has not allowed a goal. And watching the rest of this one. For Lawrence, goals for... Well, the first one was from Emmett Eichens. Most recent one was from Cooper Wessel. And Finn Anderson assisted on the first goal. D. Smith, 1 stop, 1 goal allowed. And Tyler Graham, 20 stops. He battled. Aurora currently with an 85-4 shots advantage. We're in the final minute here. Ground balls are 55-20 for Aurora. 15 caused turnovers to 8 for Lawrence. Aurora will move to 8-0 in NAC play, 8-5 overall. Lawrence will fall to 3-10, 1-6 in league play. Final possession here for Lawrence. And the Spartans next in action Wednesday night right here against Lake Forest, 7 o'clock start. Hope you'll come and join us for that. Final seconds here. One last shot at the horn. Save made by Wasson, and 30-2 is the final. All Aurora in this one. And they move closer to sewing up a share of the NAC title. Thank you to Bryce Suter, our technical director, Peyton Elliott on the camera today, and the entire AU Athletic Communications and Facilities teams on a very busy day for AU Athletics. A couple softball games, couple of lacrosse games, one women's, one men's. And then men's volleyball coming up here in 3 minutes, the NAC championship match. Good luck to AU men's volleyball as they take on MSOE, trying to advance to the NCAA tournament for the first time. Bill Downing started it. I'm Sean Fry. Thanks for being here and watching Aurora University men's lacrosse. We will see you on Wednesday night. Have a great rest of your weekend.